All right, thanks for joining. Haven't been on the air for a while, and I really want to thank Charles Fox, and also Sister Pamela for giving me somewhat of a nudge. I've been somewhat of a recluse the last few days, doing a lot of research, and we live in such tumultuous times. Things are really ramping up. I know that sounds like hyperbole, but it's very true. And some of the interesting data that I'm really digging into now happens to be who the bad guy is that everybody has their premonition on, or who they think it is. They prognosticate. They'll throw different names out there and this, that, and the other. No. This goes way deeper than that. And as an example, let's kind of take our attention and reel back to the destruction of the Second Temple. And it just so happened, I didn't know this before, but it just so happened, it was during the time expanse of 3.5 years, from 67 AD to 70 AD, the siege of Jerusalem. I thought that was real interesting. Very interesting. And yes, it was Jesus Christ who fulfilled that first half of Daniel's last 70th week, period. Take it to the bank, put it under your pillow, sleep on it, it's never going to change. But not to the 7-year dispensationalists. Oh no! They got to have their boogeyman. And that's another thing. Some of the research that I've been doing, come to find out, again, going back to that Melu, that time frame of when the temple was destroyed, you had 3 major predominant things take place and or happen. Because you had the priestly caste that managed and or micromanaged all the affairs, the inner affairs of the temple. And then you had, and that went away. So the Sadducees, who made up that priestly caste, they went away too. But you know who you were left with? Those good old, you just want to say a million bad words about them, Pharisees. They were left. And they germinated down through the years all the way till now. And what they did, and this is slick, they supplanted the written Word of God, i.e. the Torah, with their Babylonian Talmud, Zohar, and or the Kabbalah from Babylon. Isn't it just a coincidence that Revelation says Babylon has fallen? So what has transpired, looked at another way, is that all of that turmoil that did away with the Sanhedrin, with the Sadducees in particular, did nothing but isolate and continue on the whole gamut of the Pharisees till now, till today. And they have voluminous, just incredible, incomprehensible volumes of all these things to learn. And what the young males do in Israel is they go to these yeshivas, these schools of learning, and they predominantly center in on not the written law, not the Torah, the 5 books of initially the Bible, the Old Testament. No, they center in on the oral law passed down through their many sages and adepts, Maimonides, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, and many others. So why does this have precedence? We'll tell you why. Because since the priestly caste of the Sadducees went away, and they had no more further temple business to be conducted past 70 AD, and since the Pharisees grew exponentially wide and huge in their numbers all the way till now, and since the oral law, in the majority of the cases, is taken verbatim over the written law that Moses passed down at Mount Sinai, this is what the modern day Zionist Jews go by. We got a problem. Because they have elevated, and we're also going to tie this into modern day, not even churchianity. Churchianity is small potatoes compared to the New Age religion, which uses as one of its proselyte daughters in tow even the Roman Catholics and the Protestants, protesting Catholics, and all of the other 501c3 not-for-profit denominations that were created from the state in a business transaction. But we're talking about all these different entities, and it's all coming to a fruition. It's all coming to a fruition. A coalescence, that's the word. But just the fact that through all these different yeshivas that are teaching predominantly the oral law are going towards the modern day religion of them being their own God, attaining godhood. And what do we read in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 about the man of sin, son of perdition? And what is it, conversely, what is it that the New Agers want to bring about? Is man, under his own auspices, worshiping himself or herself? By conjuring, by meditation, by speaking with your ascended master? And if they bristle at the word conjuring up, then they'll say, oh no, we're not conjuring up, we're manifesting. We are manifesting. Oh, well, that's just a fine sounding euphemism. Oh, you should be so proud of yourself when you're contacting the dark fringes of the depths of hell. And you're conjuring those entities just so that you can be your own God. So when this mark of the beast does come around, people will say, oh, I want to be my own God. I'm sick and tired of this world. Sounds like you people have a different agenda, a better agenda. Let's see what it entails. We're all in. There will be many people like that. And the benefactors, from a geographical standpoint, in Israel, with the six-pointed star, 6 points, 6 inner triangles, 6 unilateral sides, will be saying essentially the same thing. And it will be a marriage made in heaven. With all apologies to the proper heaven, because it's not made in heaven. We were being facetious. It's a marriage made in the very deep, dark pits of hell. Because you have the woman, we'll leave you with this thought, you have the woman riding the beast. The woman will come on board. And the dispensationalists, they don't know what they want. They don't know what they worship. All they care about is their idol. Being whisked out of here, being yanked out of here, being jettisoned out of here. All they do is they worship the whole concept of rapture. Soon, the doctrine of imminency. And any moment, we don't need signs, but we're going to tell you all about signs, but technically we don't need signs, but, well, there's a bunch of signs, and you shall know. Stop. And they'll say, lift up your head when you see these things start to take place, for thy redemption draweth nigh. But they don't know what they're doing. And they've given away their birthright. It's of one seed. And if you're not part of that one seed, that cadre, a small, numerically speaking, small number of believers, that you believe that seed is Jesus Christ, and that Jesus Christ fulfilled all the promises made to Israel. And it's not of many seeds. But no, you're going to go with your stated goals, your stated doctrine. You're going to worship them. You're going to give away your birthright. Oh, they're the chosen people. We aren't. No, we're not the chosen people. We just want to get raptured. Rapture, 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 rapture. The woman who rides the beast, it's a perfect marriage made in hell. Because you're going to be seeing more and more. All of these people come out of the woodwork that pertain to New Age control, dominance, in conjurations. They'll be conjuring up things. They want to control, they want to dominate, and they want to coerce you to open up that third eye that they'll tell you about, your chakra. Or they'll tell you about, well, this has been coming on for a long time. I even remember when I was a kid, a small kid. You know what song I listened to? Aquarius, by the Fifth Dimension. Because at that time, this happened like once every 26, 28,000 years, constellation-wise. The constellation Aquarius succeeded Pisces. So they say, well, you're in a new era. And if you're a Christian, we don't need you and we don't want you. We will do away with you. Because you are an abstract. You are not part of our cosmic inheritance, where we become our own gods. We are infused with special knowledge, power, and possession. This is what it's coming to. So that is, the third temple is immaterial, because with the advent of AI, you can have anything you want sit in that third temple. It may not even be a person. It'll be AI, but it won't be a person. It'll be pre-programmed. Just like HAL on 2001, A Space Odyssey. For some of you out there that remember that, But this has been coming on for a long time. Remember Benjamin Creme talking about the unveiling of his Lord Master, Lord Maitreya? And all the New Agers will be talking about the Kundalini spirit. In manifesting, in reincarnation, past lives, karma. Well, now you can get it all right. Just come on board with us. We worship what we see through that third eye that is emblazoned in the middle of our forehead. This is where they're going. Unmistakable. Or you can be one of the few, born again Israel, that you know what your heritage is. You know what your inheritance is. You know what your spiritual identification is, and you're not giving it away. That's the beauty of it. It's yours to have and to keep forever. So it doesn't matter what happens. Even if they proclaim their age of Aquarius and all this other garbage from the very pits of hell. If you're remnant out there, please stay remnant. We're working on the website, bornaganisrael144,000.com, spiritualwarroom.com, and a few others. It all points to the main hub. Fireforthesoul.com will get you there as well. And we're revamping it, trying to get on the latest and the best info that we can. We're coming into contact with other, it's beautiful. Because right now there are other remnant perspectives that are coming to the fore, that are coming to the forefront. And it's really a cool thing. And give me some time with that. I'll get it out. I'll get it posted on the website and just pass it around. And keep tuned. More to come. Love you guys. And stay remnant. Really do love you guys.